Today I'm going to do the flooring. The first thing I'm going to do is put down some sound deadening on the floor in between the gaps all over. I just put some cleaned up the rust in this area, put some rust proof on it, then I'll put some undercoat. I've put the sound deadener on it. I haven't put it on every single one, but I've used Dodo Superliner on top. This stuff is so sticky and soft. Once the plywood goes on there, it ain't gonna make no noise. I bought 25 sheets of this. It's not cheap. I think I paid about 70 to 80 pound, but it's well worth it. Well, that's the flooring laid out. Use the same method, using wallpaper. Before I laid I'm just going to fix the floor down now by screws. I'm going to do lines from each of the points which I've marked before the floor went down. I use the same method of using wallpaper to measure around wheel arches. I also laid a bit of carpet at the entrance. I got this from Carpet Right. It's got a rubber backing. It's hard wearing. Once I screw that down in place, it'll look okay. Well, that's the flooring screwed down. I use 24mm stainless steel screws. The plywood is 12mm thick. And I'm just going to lay the lino. As you notice, I have routed the edge here all the way around, which I'm going to put a bead in around there on an edging. That's front and back. Well, that's the flooring, rubber flooring. Cut it out. I used the floor as a template, laid it over the top of the sheet of rubber matting, and then cut round it, so save me doing it after. This is the back. I'm going to glue it down now with Evo stick. As you see, I've laid down the back end, spray each side, wood and the mat, and gently lay it down. Well, that's the flooring glued down. Just got to do the edges around the entrances. I used Evo stick this time. It's not against the hot van. It's just on a wooden ply, so that should be okay. As you can see, I'm putting the trim on. This trim is 18mm wide. It comes with, this one's particular, it's just got one edge. So I want it to make it look like the floor is a little bit wider than it actually is. This just knocks on after you've routed a seam along it, which is 3mm. And this just knocks on and makes a nice edge. I've already done the front. Finish it off really nicely all the way around. It bends quite well. I prefer it curved rather than just straight edge. Most people put just a straight edge on there, but it looks nice. I'm just going to put a cover on the rear bumper just to tidy it up. It's quite scratched. It was a working van when I bought it. What I did, I bought this on eBay, and this just sticks on. I don't know if you can see it in the sunshine here, but give it a go. That's the rubber mat fitted. Sticks quite well actually. Cost about £20 on eBay, but it makes it look a lot neater and it's non-slip. That's it with the door shut. Today I'm going to fit the curtains to this window. I got it from Karan's. I bought one for this window, one for the sliding door, and for the rear barn doors. They cost about £80 and they're quite good quality. I'm quite pleased with them. So I would show you how to do it, but I'll do it step by step. This is the curtains I bought from Karan's. They're grey. You could also get them in black. Depends on what model van you've got. I think the earlier model, for 2014 plus, they have them in black. I think I had to go with the dark grey, which I wanted anyway. On the package it will say what they're for, each one labelled. It says Renault Trafic, which is the same as a Vauxhall Vivaro. Opposite sliding door, which is the window I'm going to be doing now. It's a fixed window on the right. Each rail will come and it will be labelled up, like number 2 top and number 1 bottom. These are already bent, preformed, which is a lot better. I didn't fancy doing them myself. I know you can get little jigs, but they were quite good for the money, so I went with these. So I'm just going to fit this bottom rail now, and I'll show you once that's done. That's the bottom rail fitted. And I put the end cap on and drilled the hole, so all I do is now put the curtain on and fit the end cap on after. I started off with screwing the middle. Be careful when you're screwing these, well, drilling these, because you will damage it, so put a bit of tape across it, a couple of thicknesses. The top's done as well. Very nice, quite happy with these. Glad at last to get this to come together. When you're fitting the curtain, use these little tabs. You can see I've left one end open. You just slide over the thing and pull down. Do each one, and make sure you've got these 2 tab things there facing on the inside. That's the right hand curtain, and I have the one on the left. That will clip in to a couple of clips up here, keep it nice and tight against the edge. When screwing these fixings in, be careful not to over tighten them. You will actually bend them. Just, that's it. The screw will actually go inside and through, because it will bend the other side of this. so be aware of that. And all you do, clip some of them. And just use the tie straps when you're finished. They're quite perfect fit really, just the right length. I think they do a good job. These little clips, you get spare ones. If they break, you just push it, curl it under the fix in there, and then you've got a new one. Obviously you've got to take the ends off the rail. But when you're fixing the top rail, you'll find there's a little bit of movement side to side. So sort of go to the right, then to the left, then pick the halfway point. Put the first screw in there. Make sure you've got a little bit of a gap at the back, not too tight. And it's actually perfect. I've done the back ones already. If you find you have a big gap there, which I did have, just get a piece of ply, round the end off, stick it to this side, not the other side, this side, and just give it a gentle tap, just to sort of follow that curve a little bit better. It will bend quite easy, and it looks okay. That's the top rail fitted. As you'll notice, you can't go any further because of this door bracket, but on the curtains it allows for that. It has a sort of a cut out piece. The only thing I'm disappointed with is these clips have to be that way round instead of that way round where I bend it that way. They don't come with no instructions, you have to work it out yourself. You can see there's no clips from there to there, and that allows that to pop in and up there. So I'll put the curtain on this rail and show you. That's the curtain to put on, just in case of putting the end cap on though. I'll do the top first. So it doesn't come off. What I've got to do now is drill a hole for this, so determine where that's going to go. So it's probably going to go over there. I'll put it on the bottom rail first, and then fit that on them after. That's the curtains put it out. All I've got to do now is determine how far these go away, so I've just marked 2 marks. I'm not sure why, but on the other curtains this is the opposite way around, so it hides, but I can't do it on this curtain because the way that curtain's definitely got to be that one there, and it's on this side. So with the caravans, I've got it wrong on their installation, and the manufacturer wants us to put it this way. Don't over tighten these because this will just enough. Because the screws will pull through these. And that's it. Okay, and I'll do this side and show you when it's finished. That's the curtains fitted. That's the only way I could do that. That's the way it's designed to go around that bar. So, not too bad.